little sneaky peek. Oh. Just figured it out. Amazing. Excellent. Well, anyone on the rewatch gang, it looks like I fixed my camera problem, so that's a bonus. It's been bothering me for quite some time. All right, let's set this up. Studio. Well, you know, it's good to set it up with the right camera positioning. Otherwise, it doesn't really fill the screen for the majority of people that watch it. Welcome, everyone. Okay, that seems to be easy. Hey, Wael. Hey, Wael. Hey, Wael. Are you going to come and join the live? Are you going to join the live stream? You understand. Oh, surprising. I said I'm surprised. Come on, let's go. I'm ready. I fixed the camera so it's not sideways. Hi, besties. Apparently, Wael's coming in a minute to join the live. So it won't just be me flapping my gums the whole time. Yeah. Anywho. Welcome, 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 besties. Actually, I might need my drink bottle. I'm not organized. I don't know where my drink bottle's gone, but I will pop back in 1 minute with my drink bottle.
Why is she did? Why you not why she did?
Hey besties. Had to settle for a glass of water. Couldn't find my drink bottle. It's a bit annoying. Anywho, I don't know what's going on with the camera. I did fix it. I should put a marking on the floor for positioning of the camera, and then I don't have to figure it out every time. That could work. Hello, bestie. Appears to be 3:35 p.m. here. Hey, bestie. Oh, my stomach. Oh my gosh. My stomach is turning in circles. Oh. I'm just gonna get comfy, because why not? Because why not, besties? I tried to have a nap before, because I really needed a nap. And I just couldn't sleep. I just couldn't do it. You know? Do you ever feel like that? Like you need a little cat nap and then everything will be fine, and then you just kind of like lay there and toss and turn and you can't go to sleep? That's exactly what it was like for me. It was just not happening. Moonface96 says hi. Hi, Moonface96. How are you today, darling? Thanks for making a comment. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I like live streaming, but I kind of feel like, you know, like it's a bit weird because you kind of sit and just talk and talk and talk by yourself. And it's like, I don't know, it's a bit weird. Like, you know, there's people there, but you just like talking to yourself and ranting like a crazy person. Yeah, I mean, I can do it, but it feels a bit weird. So I love it when people comment. Wow, it's so noisy in the street today. Cookie, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. Great time to be live streaming, don't you think, guys? All this noise. Oh. So who else is here in the live? There's another person. Who is it? It's Moonphase96 and someone else. How are you feeling health-wise? Honestly, I'm feeling a bit off today. I mean, it's nothing major, but it's going to sound stupid. You know when kids go, oh, I've got a belly ache, I've got a tummy ache, and they're just like, oh, you know, sicky? That's how I feel. a baby today, unfortunately. Bit of a sooky sook. Yeah, my tummy hurts. That's me today. Yeah. Yeah, still going with the weight loss and that kind of thing. What else? Yeah, not sleeping too good though. Like when I sleep, it's because I'm exhausted. I know a lot of people are, I was going to say at a certain age, but really it's anyone. If you kind of suffer with a bit of insomnia, you kind of get to the point where you're so desperate for sleep. Oh, is that for me as well? Sour. Hello? Is that sour? No. Is that sour? The eat. What?
Well, it's Shay and from tea and coffee.
Oh.
You eat this?
Why you know sour?
You eat this?
Why no? Have a seat.
Eat.
Have a seat.
Eat.
What?
Eat.
It's frozen.
Shay.
It's frozen. What are you doing? Oh God. Yeah, probably like, I think good health is like really. Oh, that means together. Sour means together. Like if you say eat sour, you're saying eat together. In Australia, like it's so different culturally here. In Australia, if you make like tea or coffee or snacks or whatever, like you invite everyone else around you to join in. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't seem like that here. It's just different. Right. So I'm always like, oh, sour. Otherwise, it feels like it's like being in a live stream and you don't talk, like you're just kind of lurking. Like if I'm sitting in a room with someone and they're eating or drinking, I'm like, oh, I feel a bit weird. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's an Aussie thing. It's an Australian thing. Like, I don't know. I guess Wael will learn when he goes to Australia. Australians have excellent hospitality, sure. We're big sharers, we're big carers. For some reason, I've got fading comments on my phone, so I'm going to have to read it here. Hello, my pretty baby. Pareka, nobody's your pretty baby. Can you just like leave if you can't behave yourself? Thanks, bye. Moonphase 96 says, hi, Wael.
Hi.
Why did you start a non-short stream? Well, that's a good question. Is the camera taking up the whole screen? And before it was like just partial screen, right? Is that right? That's what I've tried to do anyway. It's looking full screen on my YouTube, on my laptop. So I'll tell you what I do need though. I do need altered lighting because unfortunately, yeah, it's full. Oh, thanks Moonface for letting me know. You're not too big. Yeah, I didn't know how to do it, but I figured it out. It seemed to be like the simplest thing once I actually figured it out. Felt a bit silly for not knowing it before, to be honest. 1 second. I'm a bit tangled. Which way is this going? Yeah, so I don't know if anybody wanted, close up of faces, but that's just how it is now. That's the new YouTube look. The full face effect. How's the lighting going? I just don't want it to like fade in and out with the light. Why is your husband silent? I guess he's the silent, strong type. What do you say of the strong, silent type?
It escapes.
Oh, it's cold. I don't like frozen cold spade. Perega said, why Wael no talk?
Easy. Why talk Arabic in English?
Go ahead then.
What?
Go on then. No, I'm not going to ask him to dance. He doesn't want to dance. Sorry, he doesn't. I don't think he's in the mood for dancing somehow. Personally, I'm always in the mood for dancing. I'm pretty happy-go-lucky kind of gal. But that's like an Australian thing. Do you know what I mean? We're just pretty much cheering all the time. Do you have a translation app? You can write comments in Arabic and then you can read them if you like. I mean, if I read them out, it's just going to get annoyed. You can speak directly to him if you want. But yeah, he said he would like to speak in Arabic, so if you've got the translation app, you can do it. Sorry, I can't help you, bestie. Gee, I'd really go some tacos right now, bros. Taco bros. Tacos, tacos. It's got to be like 1 billion types of tacos in the whole world. I'm trying to think. I love birria tacos. Let's click on that person. Just for anyone else here, I've just put Perega into a 24-hour timeout. Perega was making really inappropriate comments, and it's just got to a point where I think, yeah, that's not really what our channel's about. So bye-bye for 24 hours, Perega. I don't want cold bread, doll.
Sure, sorry. God. So anyway, Prega's gone for 24 hours, and it is 10 to 4 in the afternoon. So bye-bye, Perega, for 24 hours, because those comments were very inappropriate. Yeah. Yeah. It's just, I mean, I don't mind people roasting me, but you know, things that are explicit, they don't belong on the channel. They just don't. So, um, yeah. Dippy dippy. Bye bye, Parago. Let's take a sip of this. It's a lot of sugar, babe. That's a lot of sugar. Had to block someone. I block someone. Block. Man or a woman. Because they talk no good.
I'm talking this before you like this. Why not do this again?
Oh, all right, okay. Anyway.
I'm talking before more. Block this man.
Yeah, but it's,
Maryam no like this.
but somebody could
Yes,
fart.
why you talk?
Somebody
Why
could
you- why
fart
you
and
talk
you'd be
again?
like, block them. You can't block everyone.
I talk again.
Why? Because I'm live streaming.
You know listening.
Well, if you have something valuable to say to me, then I'll listen, absolutely. But if you tell me to block everyone, then there'll be nobody here. So just the people that go over the edge too far get blocked. That's the rule that I have on my channel. So Prega met that rule. Prega's gone. Bye bye, Prega. Well, there was just somebody that's been in a few streams that's kind of taking things too far, being a bit explicit, so they just got blocked. That's all. Do you remember me? I'm not going to read your name out just because it's a little bit explicit. No, I'm not sure that I remember you. No, I'm sorry. I'll be straight up. But did you change your name or what was your name before? Or I should remember you because what? What live stream were you in or what conversation were you part of, or give me some tips about it. Mm. Sorry, I mean, a lot of people come to the channel and that doesn't mean that we won't remember who you are. It just means that, you know, I can't remember right now. But welcome back, and I hope you enjoy the live stream. Yeah, my daughter is a little bit sick at the moment, but she's doing okay. You sure you want to be in the live stream?
I know.
You just look a little bit angry, that's all.
No.
But look, look, boss.
No.
Maybe relax.
Well, go actually 3 minutes.
Mm. Anyway, so today is what? Wednesday? And Wednesday at 3:55 p.m. in Egypt. Oh boy. Yeah, I miss my daughter so much, like hardcore, I'm telling you. Crazy time. Crazy town. Absolutely miss her so much. I spoke to her on video call earlier today. And she was a little bit sick, but she was showing me some pot plants that she was growing, you know, like tomatoes and strawberries. Please don't ask questions like that. Thank you. That's not what the channel is about. Oh yeah, and she was growing some frangipani flowers, and oh, Wael's just left the apartment without saying goodbye to me. I guess he's gone somewhere. Okay. Oh, what a day it is today. Anyway, so yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, my daughter's right into the gardening. She loves gardening. And she was showing me some of her plants. She's got everything from giant sized monsteras to creeping vines and different types of food. She's growing onions and garlic and strawberries and tomatoes. Yeah, so although she's a bit unwell right now, she's kind of like, you know, still getting out into the yard, tending to her plants, and she was playing with Lola, who's the dog. If you haven't been to the channel before, and Lola was doing that weird dog thing that dogs do, where they lay on the back on the grass and they just kind of scratch their back and go a bit crazy with their arms and legs. Lola was doing that today on video call with me. And I was just like, oh, Lola, you're crazy, you're crazy. And Lola was like, making that weird dog noise. Sorry, we're not having that type of conversation on my channel. That's not a topic of conversation here. She does have a green thumb. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I was trying to figure out how old Lola is now. I can't, for some reason, I just can't calculate how old she is. She's getting on a bit. And my daughter was telling me that today she got up off the ground and started limping. and she hasn't done that before. And it's kind of like hot weather, and so we presume it's not arthritis, and she hasn't done it before. And my daughter was saying she just massaged like around the joint of the leg and the muscle. And within a few minutes of, the puppy massage, Lola's leg was good again. And she said, she thought maybe like her muscles were a bit tight, like maybe she's overdone it on a walk or something. So I don't know if she's going to go to the vet or if it's something that's going to be repeated, but maybe it's to do with her age, or maybe it's just a bit of over exercise, maybe, I don't know. Even dehydration, like dogs can get dehydrated too. She's still exercising quite a bit, and then it's been very hot, so I don't know what's going on with Lola there. I guess we'll find out eventually. But yeah, 10 minutes later, Lola was fine. Where's my glass of water gone? Can't believe my drink bottle's gone missing. I'm probably going to find it in some strange place. Lola is a bigger dog who sometimes get hip issues as they age. Yeah, well, you mean like hip dysplasia? That could be really common with large breeds, yeah, giant breeds. Well, before Lola, we had a beautiful, beautiful Irish wolfhound named Penny. And she was dumped at the pound by a breeder because she had hip dysplasia. And we picked her up and brought her home. And she ended up mostly growing out of the hip dysplasia. But as she got older, it's not like it came back, but it's almost like it would be triggered off. I don't know like how it works exactly, but maybe it was more arthritis when she was older. God, she was a beautiful dog. She really was. Really beautiful. When they're gone, you miss them. But yeah, so I know what you mean about the hip dysplasia or the hip problems, yeah. Marvelous Marjorie. Hi, Marvelous Marjorie. Well, the Irish Wolfhound, she was a beautiful, beautiful girl. Giant breed, blonde in colour. Hello, darling. And she worked as a medical assistance dog. She was just a beautiful, beautiful, kind soul, yeah. Of course, Lola has worked as a medical assistance dog too. And now Lola's getting on a bit. She's getting a bit older. She doesn't look like she is, but she is. She still looks like a baby. I feel insane today. Absolutely insane. No. Hello. I think like as someone that gets anxiety, like your anxiety can reach a point where I don't know how to describe it. Like a lot of people live with anxiety, but
Privacies.
please don't talk smack in my live stream. Knock it off. Otherwise, I'm going to have to block you. I don't want to have to block you, bestie. Come on now. I don't know. I think it's anxiety based, you know. I feel like when my anxiety gets like too high and then I don't sleep correctly, like it can just build to a point where I literally feel a bit crazy. Marhaba. What's marhaba mean?
مرحبا.
Yeah.
مرحبا يعني أهلا وسهلا. يعني welcome يعني السين مثلا السلام عليكم مرحبا. Right.
Is this for me? Oh. Can I have the quiet, please? Why are you saying that? I'm not crying. Why would I be crying right now? I just said I have anxiety. That's it, bro. Don't make something out of nothing. You get the coolest and weirdest lighters in Egypt. I find them so interesting. I like the skinny ones. I just find them easier to use. I think most men prefer the bigger lighters. I don't know why. My rings? Well, thank you. This one's from my daughter. This one's from my husband. This one's from my daughter. This one's from my husband. It's all costume jewelry, but I love costume jewelry. My mother's mother's mother, so my great-grandmother, she used to collect costume jewelry. She absolutely loved it. I don't know what year it was, but at one stage it was like a thing to collect costume jewelry. And she did leave me some when she passed, and it was given to me. But yeah, a lot of it broke. It was pretty old, and because it was lower grade materials, but I repurposed some of the jewelry into other objects, which was nice. Yeah. My daughter has a pendant from my grandmother, who is her great grandmother, and she's still alive. That she was given as a wedding gift from my grandfather, who is my daughter's great grandfather. He gave her an opal pendant in a silver design on a necklace, and matching like costume dress earrings, which was silver and opal. Anyway, so that was left to me to pass to my daughters. So when I inherited the necklace, I gave it to my daughter rather than hanging on to it. I gave it to her because she's such a responsible girl, and I knew she wouldn't lose it and she'd treat it like really well. And I thought that's lovely. That's a lovely gift. So my grandparents' wedding gift, from my grandfather to my grandmother, was then directly given to my daughter, and I thought, oh, that's so sweet. That's so beautiful that they gave that to me to give to her. And my grandmother, her great grandmother, kept the earrings and said that she would give them to her, upon passing. She just wanted to hang on to them because obviously my grandfather is still alive, and it comes as a set, and she would hold a piece, which was the earrings, and my daughter would hold a piece, which was the necklace. And I thought, oh, that's so beautiful. Opals are really beautiful in Australia. They're a beautiful, beautiful gemstone. Hey? So are you going to go now? If you need to go, that's fine. It's fine.
I'm sorry, this specifically.
Why are you sorry? Oh.
This
It is beautiful, yeah. And the pendant, I think the really special thing about the pendant is it's like a protection symbol. So I don't think that was actually intentional that she chose a protection symbol, but the pendant is of a protection symbol. So in a way, I feel like it's it's a beautiful piece of jewelry. Of course, having daughters, jewelry is a wonderful thing to pass down to them. I think all my previous jewelry I sold, like anything that was worth anything, but when I get a job, I will definitely be buying a few items to pass down because I have daughters, and daughters love jewelry, of course. I've got to say though, they will have two distinctly different tastes in jewelry, for sure. One likes silver and different types of stones, and one likes gold and diamonds. So they're the complete opposite with their jewelry tastes. Yeah, well, you understand what I mean then. What's al-ain? 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 What does this mean in Arabic? Oh, the eye? Well, that's why I wear the snake. It's the same thing. And surprisingly, this one here represents the evil eye. This is actually an Egyptian design that was shipped from Egypt to all different countries, and it was purchased in Australia by my daughter. Heirloom of protection, pass on, love it. Hey? I can't hear you, babe. When you block the man, it removes the comments off. You understand? When you block, the comments go off.
Yeah. He's blocked for 1 day. So in 1 day he could come back again. And if he's nice, easy, no problem. And no nice, block again. Can I have the tub for her? Thank you. Yeah, so my daughter, she never takes the necklace off. She's always wearing it. It's absolutely beautiful. Of course, there's lots of things you can use for the evil eye thing, isn't there? I mean, the Sicilian version is the hot pepper. Personally, I like to hang garlic in my doorway. And I like, lots of silver in the house. And oh, puss, what you do? And in our home, we have, the symbols of Allah and prayer symbols in this. This is nice. House protection. In my previous house, I had the Hamza sign. Right, darling, I better head to bed. It's 1:15 a.m. in Melbourne right now. I'll see you next time. Bye, Marvelous Marjorie. Have a good sleep. Justin Peter, what's up? How you doing? Say hi to Wael for me. It's Justin's back again. And Marjorie is going to sleep. What do, Putty Tat? Bye, Marvelous Marjorie. Have a marvelous sleep. Hope you get well rested. Marjorie. This woman, Marjorie, is going to sleep now. She's in Melbourne, Australia. And this is Justin Peter. He was here before. He's come back. Who is that dude next to you? The same dude as before, Justin. This is my husband. What are you talking about? You remember. Security? What do I need security from? What do you mean? I don't understand. He just said security. You mean he's my security? No? What? He looks different? What do you mean? He said, what's up, bro? He said, what's up? It's me and hello. It's like, what's poppin'? How you doing?
No.
Hi.
No.
Mm. I've got to teach him all the Australian slang words so that when he goes to Australia, he'll know how to do Australianisms. What's up? What's poppin'? How you doing? What do you know? What do you say? You know, that kind of thing. I'm sure my brother can teach you. There's a lingo in Australia, that's for sure. Justin Peter, I will block you if you keep on keeping on. Well, thank you, Sympathy. That's so sweet. Sympathy says, sending Salah for Wael. Why am I going live every couple of hours, says Sweet Caroline? You know, I just thought I set it as a goal for myself because
I don't know how to say this, but I've been on YouTube for quite a few years now, and like I still get nervous when I live stream. And I thought, you know, I'll set a challenge for myself to go live more frequently, do live streams. And no, you didn't offend anyone, Justin Peter. I have to say, it is helping with my, oh my God, I'm so anxious to go online, by just doing it more often, And if you want to learn something or do something and improve something, practice makes perfect. So, I thought if I go live more frequently, then I'll possibly get better at it. And if not, I'll just become more confident at going live streaming. So yeah, it's like a personal goal for me. Why do you think it's not good? Why? I don't seem nervous. Sweet Caroline, I am so nervous. Live streaming makes me hella nervous. Sure. But yeah. Exposure therapy. Like if something makes you nervous, just do it more often and then, eventually it'll be like normal, relaxed. I felt the same way when I started doing videos on YouTube, and I reckon it took me at least 2 years before I felt like relaxed to do a video. So you're gonna go poop? Okay, well, bye Justin Peter. Make sure you eat lots of fiber. I guess some people are really good at not appearing nervous when they're nervous. Hey? Where? He said that you seem slow today, like maybe lethargic, you understand? No, that's not true. What?
I'm celibatist. I am my mother sick right and I do with my mother. Bye.
Okay, Wael's leaving now. If you want to talk to me before you go, you could be in the same room and I'll be able to hear you better. Can't really hear what you're saying. Yeah, so I guess my personal goal is to live stream more often and just kind of get rid of the nerves that I have around, being anxious around live streaming, and just practice and improve. That's my goal. Do you guys set goals for yourselves? Yeah, he's going to his mum's house. I'll be staying at home. Babe, next time you go out of the house, can you not tell everyone on the live stream? I actually don't like people knowing if I'm home alone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like to take precautions. I mean, I was the same in Australia. If I'm home alone, I don't like everyone to know. I think it's just like a safety thing for females, really, anywhere you are around the world. That's just my perspective, anyway. I got this from Amazon Egypt, also for protection. So nice. Babe, I can't hear you because you're in a different room, so. Pretty cool in Egypt, like families generally live close together. So his mum's house is just down the street. But like in Australia, my mother's house, when I was in Queensland, my mother's house, I'd have to take an aeroplane to get to her place. Or 2 aeroplanes, I don't know. Haven't visited her since being an adult. But yeah. Some of us from Australia are a bit, you know, when we live in Australia, our family is so spread out across the country that you might not see them in person very often, and other people are quite close in location. But I think it's quite normal in Australia for your family to kind of spread out a bit. Not as much here in Egypt. I feel like, I mean, it's just my opinion, families are like physically closer in location, you know? How about you guys? Are your families close by, or are they like in different parts of the country or different parts of the world? Just gonna turn this light off. It's really bothering my eyes. Oh, hey, okay. I don't have any phone credit to call you. What do you mean? I can't phone you. You know that. I don't have any phone credit. Why would you say that? Hi, Shabi. What do you mean? What did I say that was rude? What do you mean I'm rude? How? I'd like to understand, I guess. What did I say that was rude? Tell me. so much noise here today. Come on, Sharpie, tell me. What did I say that was rude? What? I don't understand. Like, I'm completely open to hearing about how I was rude. Like, I'm not joking. I'm all for self-improvement. Let me know. You better not, Wasabi. You can sit here. Go on. Wasabi's joining the party. Not on my lap. I'm having a cigarette. Sounds like an excuse to being rude. Well, just explain to me how I was rude, so that I can change my behavior. Who was being rude? I don't understand. I'm not offended. I'm just like, what do you mean? Wasabi, what you do? When you said, how rude are you? Maybe. I don't know. What do you mean? I don't understand your comment. I'm not having a go. For real, I'm not having a go. I was like, it says, how rude are you? What do you mean? I was? No, just joking. What do you mean? Oh. I'm so trying not to be negative today. I'm trying. Oh. Okay. Understand. I'm trying not to be negative today because lately. Oh. What did they say? Can I scroll back or not? I'm so confused. Oh. Anyway, so yeah, I'm always nice to you. You are. I'm not your cupcake. I don't think I'm anyone's cupcake. I don't think my husband would call me cupcake. Candy is my cupcake. No. Stop now. I absolutely adore my husband, and that's the only man I want. Okay? What are you doing, Sub? Get off the laptop. She's so cheeky. you want to sit on the laptop because it's warm? You can sit on my lap if you like. Come on then. Go on then, darling. Come on. Oh, tail in the face like a skunk. Oh my god. Unplug this. It's not being used right now. It's just in the way. Oh yeah, what was I saying? I lost track of my thoughts. Yeah, I've just been in a bit of a mood for a couple of days, so I'm trying not to be negative. Like, instead of letting every little thing trigger me off, do you know what I mean? Oh, how can anybody be in a bad mood with this little baby? How cute is she? I had to swap out hijabs because she covered my other one in hair. Do you mind? Settle down, Sub. Definitely, cats are mood improvers. You have to stop pulling on my hijab. It's the wrong type, or you're gonna have to sit somewhere else. Behave yourself. Yeah, cats are definitely mood improvers, that's for sure. And I have been a bit moody, so I appreciate a cuddle with a cat. Beautiful little Sabi. What's your favorite type of cupcake? Wasabi being the positive vibes. Absolutely. As soon as I wake up, wasabi is ready to party. It doesn't. Oh. Interpretation was calling out someone else for being rude. Hopefully you will see. And I want saying you was being rude. Sorry, I didn't mean to change the energy of the chat. Sharpie, no. You're all good. They are really beautiful cats, aren't they? Yeah, the energy can be a bit off sometimes. What can I say? It is what it is, people. It's nothing anyone said. Just a bit of a heavy energy going around, I reckon. Darling. Hey. You know, when the energy is a bit heavy, it's good not to get sad. It's good to just like power on through it. Do you know what I mean? Not let everything kind of affect you and just get on with the day. Hi, Pia. Yeah. Wael was here as well, but he's just gone to his mum's house. And I had to block somebody for 24 hours because they were just leaving explicit comments. It was kind of gross. But yeah, other than that, you know, just having a chit chat. How's your day going, Pia? Oh. What I need is a good sleep. Hi, bestie. I feel like I need a good feed and a good sleep. I think that's why I'm like in a heavy mood. Yeah, that could be it. I mean, the live chat a few days ago, and the chat was wild, lol. What was wild about it the other day? What did you think was wild? Well, zero sleep for you, Yanni. Yeah, right. Oh, I'm just having a bit of a bellyache, a bit of a grumpy time. I'm sure the mood will lift. The mood will lift in the house and everything will be fine. Just right now, everything's just like, grumpy, grumpy, grumpy. And I'm sure it's all because of me. Like, I started the mood. Do you know what I mean? I have to take responsibility for it. Some of the things that the people were saying to you was where I come from, quite cheeky or rude. Oh. Yeah, sometimes the live stream can be a bit cheeky, and sometimes the live stream can be a bit chill, and sometimes the live stream can be a bit wild. It just depends, doesn't it? You never know what you're going to get. You never know. But you know, it's funny. I think it's good for my mental health to do live streaming because it's nice to talk to people. I'm just like in my house all the time. Can't remember the stream as it was a while back. All right. Yeah, I do. I'm a bit of a chatterbox. I do like talking to people. So, you know, that's what I do like about live stream, a bit of socialization. Sharpie says it's nice when it is chill, friendly, better. Yeah, banter, yeah. Love a good relaxing banter. I love hearing about what other people are doing too, you know, like, I mean, it doesn't matter what's happening in your life. Like, if you hear about what other people are doing, it kind of opens up your perspective and it can be quite interesting. I find it anyway. Hearing about other people and what they're doing, what, you know, people are traveling or what they're eating today or who they saw or what they did. I love hearing about other people's lives. I find it very interesting. I particularly love talking to Pia. She's always telling me about what she's been cooking. She's a marvelous cook. It's always something delicious. I feel a bit crazy. Ignore if I send any. I feel like oh, Pia. I think maybe have you been under a bit of stress, Pia? Junk journaling, it is creative craft works. Oh, yeah, I've seen videos about journaling. Hi, Justin Peter. What's up? Wael's just, I don't know if you were here when he left. Wael's just gone to his mum's house. Frozen pizzas more. Ooh, nothing wrong with a frozen pizza. Yum yums. Yeah, a bit of stress. Well, go easy on yourself because, you know, when you've got increased stress, You have to take care of yourself. You have to be kind to yourself and do nice things for yourself. Doing nothing today because it's my day off. I work full time and tired. Well, yeah, sometimes taking care of yourself is actually doing nothing. Absolutely. Rest is valid. Eating a lot of pizzas lately myself. Thanks for the lovely words, sis. You're welcome. Yeah, well, I'm not saying frozen pizzas are bad, but they're not traditional and they're not, but I don't mind a frozen pizza. I like frozen pizza. It's yum yums. The other day I made, I got some cobs and I put mozzarella in it and put it on the hot plate. And then I opened it up with the mozzarella cheese pool. And then inside I put, what's that meat? Kofta. Put a couple of kofta and some salad. Lots of chili. Oh, it was so nice. Peace and love to all who are going through a difficult time. Yeah, absolutely. Life's hard and life throws you some testing times. I hope there will be light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the thing. Like sometimes when you go through a difficult time, you think it feels like you're the only one. But a lot of people do go through tough times and they just don't tell you about it or you don't notice it, Everybody copes differently. Some people are like going through a tough time and they surround themselves with other people, and some people are more like they isolate, It's a good idea to take care of yourself. What are your thoughts on the demonetization going on? I was talking to my daughter about that today. I mean, that comes from the court cases in the UK, doesn't it? And it's revolving around the online safety of children and a class action lawsuit. Of course, in the last couple of days, the laws in Australia have changed that children going on YouTube must be 16 years or older. Otherwise, they can't go on YouTube. Of course, a lot of kids would just have fake accounts, with fake ages, but that's the law changes in Australia. So when they log in, they have to put their ID to show that they're 16 years or older. That's new Australian YouTube law. I mean, my opinion on it is, by the age of 16, kids are, a bit more mature and able to kind of handle things like YouTube. And I'm surprised that they don't have something like that in the UK, rather than suing companies and advertisements and trying to hold YouTube accountable. Where are the parents? Either if they're not supervising the children, then why aren't they saying, oh, you can use this when you're at an appropriate age? Do you know what I mean? And for some children, that might be younger than others. But yeah, in Australia, the law just changed. Kids have to be at least 16 to use YouTube. I mean, if they did that in the UK instead of a class action lawsuit, probably it would be a simpler solution, Yeah, well, Sharby, the legal age just came in Australia. They must be 16 for YouTube. Um, because parents can't be supervising all the time. All children's faces should be blurred when shown on videos. I think so. Parent can't monitor their children 24/7. Well, I guess they can make them rules, you know, like, I don't know. But definitely there needs to be a maturity level because it is a lot for children to handle. There's just so much that they're bombarded with. Yeah, understandable. Well, I just thought, you know, maybe in the UK, rather than class action lawsuits, they could just change their law and make it the same as Australia. You know, children under the age of 16 should just not have access to it. And, you know, if they wanted to go on YouTube and they're under 16, they could do it with their parents or a suitable adult. Do you know what I mean? Kind of would solve the legal problems. It's funny how, you know, it's going about it differently in different countries. Yeah. Well, you know, each person is sensitive to different things. Like some kids might be okay and some kids might not be okay. And like you said, the parents just can't be there every minute of the day. So, you know, the laws are made to protect children and, you know, rather than demonetization, you know, I personally feel like the best solution would be, you know, and class action lawsuits and all that kind of thing. The best solution is just setting an age limit. I mean, if you think about it, everything is like that legally. I mean, you know, how old do you have to be to drive a car? How old do you have to be permitted to purchase or drink alcohol or buy cigarettes or, you know, anything that's considered contraband for children? Set an age limit. It's pretty simple. You know, rather than suing people and demonetizing people, yeah, the simple answer would be just change the law, set a boundary for children. Hope the UK law will improve for setting an age limit. Yeah, well, to my knowledge, they're not talking about setting an age limit. They're just talking about penalising creators, which doesn't really make sense, you know? That's like, you know, if you made alcohol legal for children, for example, and then, you know, you sued alcohol companies for damage to children. Why would you do that? You wouldn't. You'd set an age limit and say children can't drink alcohol. You know, prevention is better than the cure. And I think, you know, whether it's, you know, substances that are legal for adults and illegal for children, or whether it's, you know, social media that could be potentially harmful for some children, setting the age limit is a pretty simple solution. And we've done it recently in Australia, so I don't know why it wouldn't work elsewhere, you know. 16 is a pretty good age. And I think, you know, 16 is a good age because quite often children around that age, you know, need to use the internet in a more expansive way, particularly for their studies, and sometimes to use YouTube for their studies as well. I mean, YouTube is used at university. And so, you know, the upper echelons of secondary school, you know, might use that as well. So making it age based just simplifies it. And yeah, all these court cases that are wasting taxpayers' time when they could just, you know, avoid the problem rather than penalising the problem. I just think, yeah, prevention is better than cure. That's my opinion. That's all I have to say about it. I mean, I think it's pretty relevant, pretty important. I mean, these days I see parents, you know, giving their kids an iPad to play with, and the kid's like 3 years old. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they're going to be introduced to social media at such a young age, then there definitely needs to be boundaries. Definitely. Back and watching on double speed to catch up. My daughter does that. Everything she listens to, she watches on double speed. She takes it all in. I listen to something on double speed, I'm just like, huh? I can't do it. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Why? Wasabi's having a nap on my lap. She looks like she's awake, but she's asleep. Oh my god, Wasabi, is that you? How rude. Guys, I'm really sorry. I'm just gonna pop to the bathroom for a minute, and then I'm gonna grab a drink and I'm gonna come back. So I'll leave the live running. If anyone's here when I come back, I'll be surprised. But catch you in a minute if you're still here. God.
my gosh. Yeah. Got my glass of water. Wait. Who's here? Hello? Sharby says, I go and make a hot chocolate. Ooh, nice idea. That sounds delicious. Love a good hot chocolate. My God. I would give anything to have a Snickers bar. You know, like chocolate with peanuts. Oh my God, yum, 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 yum. That would be so nice. You can buy them here in Egypt, like the mini ones, the little party mini ones. So nice. On Halloween, Wael and I went out and bought some snacks, and yeah, one of them was baby Snickers bar. It was so yummy. What's a typical day for you? A typical day is me staying at home. So, cleaning the house when I want to, hand washing clothes, usually some cooking, YouTube stuff. If I want to do anything fun for myself, I like to read a book or watch something usually on YouTube rather than TV. Like a horror film or true crime or some kind of TV series. Am I able to leave the house if I feel like it? Only with my husband. Together. Yeah. And apparently it will be the same when I go back to Australia. So when I'm in Australia, I'll need to be with my husband if I want to leave the house. No, he didn't find a new job. Any job offers fell through, unfortunately, which is one of the big reasons why we've decided to go to Australia. Employment prospects are definitely going to be a bit better for both of us. So, no, he's gone to his mum's house. He's gone to visit his mother. Sharby says, I still need to hand wash my dog's blanket and coat. Hand washing is okay, but wringing it out is a nightmare. Personally, I don't like hand washing, but saying that, there's benefits with everything. Like, it is what it is. And I guess it uses less electricity and it gives me something to do, I guess. So, sorry to hear that. It is what it is. It feels weird because, you know, I'm 44 years old. In Australia, that's not normal. But, you know, it's a cultural thing, I guess. Will there be any TV shows you'd be interested in watching again?
Um, I don't know if these shows are still running or not. That's the thing. But I do like Dexter, you know, the true crime kind of serial killer kind of duo. I do like Ozark, about the American family that turns into like Mexican cartel. I do like Good Girls, you know, with Rio and Elizabeth. It's a bit saucy. I like the show A Haunting, which I watch on YouTube. Um, absolutely anything true crime. The Walking Dead. Oh my god, that I love it. It's wild. Um, and of course, I used to be really obsessed with Seinfeld. What TV shows do you guys like? Sounds like good shows to watch. I used to be into true crime. Yes. The Walking Dead. Law and Order SVU. Yeah, my daughter likes that. I think she likes true crime when it's not based on like a true story. Do you know what I mean? Like a TV series, but it's fake, but they use forensic science, or do you know what I mean? She loves that. Whereas I like documentary style, the real thing. What is that? Manhunter on Netflix was good. I wish they'd done more series. What's Manhunter? What's that? What's it about? Has anyone seen that Bear Grylls? That's pretty wild, isn't it? Hello? Wael's back now. Do you know what I mean? Bear Grylls. He goes on like adventures and... Oh, like you mean like a fake series, or you mean like documentary style? Like based on a true story kind of thing episodes? Yeah, Bear Grylls. I think is he British? Yeah, must be. And he's like ex-commando or something like that. And he goes like, he'll take somebody like into the wild and be like, we are 1,000 kilometers from the closest town and we have to survive with a stick and a fishing knife. It's pretty wild. All right. Scary though. I bet it was good. Yeah, I think once you find a good TV series, it's like really easy to binge it and binge it. Do you know what I mean? But finding a good TV series can be difficult. And how the people who was trying to capture the killers studies them psychology based. Oh, interesting. Psych. Yeah, that would make it interesting as a show. I like kind of like ghost hunters kind of style TV shows, but the ones that like the stories are real, like sometimes you watch something like that and you're like, they just made this shit up. You know what I mean? Or they're like, oh, did you see that orb? And it's like just light refraction from dust. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are they talking about? They're just making shit up. I like the good stuff. Yeah, finding a good show is hard. I feel like, but once you find a good show, it's like that could be a comfort show for like the rest of your life. Ghosts are too spooky for you? It can be, yeah. Wasabi, what are you doing? What are you doing, Sab? No, don't sit on my lap. My eyes are too itchy. Sharby says, I still can't watch Paranormal Activity, lol. I can, but not alone. I cannot stand to watch it alone. But I will be honest, I do love those movies so much. They just feel so real. It plays with your mind. Well, yeah. It's too good, bestie. It's scary as heck. It's hella scary. I can watch it if there's someone else sitting in the room with me. And also, it probably sounds weird, if you have snacks, it kind of like dispels the anxiety a little bit. But no snacks and no other person, I can't watch the Paranormal Activity movies. Getting tongue-tied. My daughter hates horror movies, but when I was in Australia, she'll just watch them with me just to be kind to me. That's how much she loves me. I don't know anybody else that would do that. It is sweet. Yeah, somebody said, actually a few people said that rather than looking for a new TV show, maybe I should just go back and watch Foodie Beauty's YouTube episodes and like binge watch them and see the arcs that she had before and get filled in on her story more. And I thought, that's a really cool idea. But then I thought, but where am I going to start? Do you know what I mean? I'm not sure where to start. That could be quite addictive to watch YouTube episodes of people that you follow. I used to watch CSI New York and the original version. Oh, cool. CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. Cookie, are you okay? It's fine, it's just a truck. Cookie's looking super aggressively at the window when the truck is going past, like he's gonna fight the truck. I'm not joking.
He's so territorial. Mm. I think if I was to get an understanding of Foodie, it would have to be from her own videos, as many people just do clips. Yeah, well, probably if you want to form your own opinions, do you know what I mean? It's good to watch directly from the source. Like, if you go to reaction channels for anyone, I'm not saying their videos are bad. I'm just saying, like, they're going to present them in a way to make the audience feel a certain way, and show them, you know, their perspective on things. But I kind of want to see it from the source and build my own perspective on different situations and outcomes. Do you know what I mean? Sharby says, and I need to see things in its entirety to make a fair judgment. Well, yeah, there you go. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, totally agree. 100. Mm. Is one of these for me, Wael? Yeah, the reaction channels are sharing only from their perspective. Can it be really focused on the negative, where I like to try to be more balanced if I can in my judgment, typo judgment? I know what you mean. Yeah. Wiped a lot of her videos when she married Salah. Reaction channels have the old stuff. Well, that's also a valid point, Lisa. There's going to be pockets where you're missing, like, but did she wipe them or did she just privatize them? Maybe they'll pop up again. I remember a couple of years ago, I was binge watching Amber Lynn Reid. And I don't know, I thought people were being so mean to her. Like, I was watching her videos from like the beginning, and like then watching the videos up, and I'd leave a comment here and there, and some people would comment on my comments about her on her video, and it was like they were like full vicious, and I kept saying, like, you realize this is an actual person, right? This is a real person. Like, why do you say stuff like this? Some people are feral. Like, even if you don't like someone, like, we're all responsible for, not attacking people full on online. It can be quite damaging psychologically to people. And I don't know, like, I think a lot of the things that people say, like, they wouldn't necessarily have the kahunas to say them face to face. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think being on the internet can bring a lot of psychos out to act really psycho and just, do things that they would never do in real life face to face. Do you know what I mean? Say terrible things, and they kind of go overboard too much. Yeah, well, that's the other thing. If you don't go along with the crowd, you can also get attacked as well. Sometimes it's good to have a little break from social media. I do that myself.
You think being on social media that, for a certain amount of time that you just kind of get used to it and you wouldn't be affected. But honestly, I think anyone can be affected with their mental health. Can you not? No, no, you're not going on my lap. No. Oh. People who disagree with you try to devalue you with name calling, and I'm not into that. Well, yeah, exactly. Or like personal attacks and, like just stuff that people wouldn't say face to face. They've just got the kahunas to say it online only, like keyboard warriors. And again, I think, you don't have to be in full support of someone or, um, you know, think someone's bloody fantastic to be kind. I mean, you can be kind to anyone online. People just get a bit feral, I reckon. I mean, it's nice to have a laugh and you can joke around. Most people will let you have a joke around and, say some smack about them and it's not taken personally. Do you know what I mean? It's just like a small percentage that go too far. It's not everyone. It's not every reaction channel. It's like a very small amount. That's what I think anyway. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I've apologized online a couple of times over the years. I've gotten out of control myself. I'll speak my mind, and then someone will approach me and go, "Do you realize that really, had an effect on me?" And it's like, oh, I'm like, you got to be careful not to go, "Oh, I didn't mean it that way," and make excuses. Like, if somebody genuinely feels attacked, I think it's important to like do a genuine apology. Do you know what I mean? And like evaluate your behavior. It can be a bit of a process. But yeah, I've got a mean streak myself, so I've got to watch it. I've got to watch my own behavior sometimes. Yeah. Foodie blocked me, not going to lie, that was years ago. Are you still blocked now? Why did she block you? What did you do? You're nicer now? Has she unblocked you now? Didn't she say recently she was going to unblock everyone? It would just take time. I mean, it's her right if she does have anyone blocked, but personally, I just block people if, they're saying explicit things to an extreme, because I just think, well, you got to take care for the audience. But if somebody's like full, like annoying me to the point where it's affecting my mental health, I'll just step away from social media and have a break. Forget what you said, probably something about how she wastes money, still blocked. Are you still blocked? Human, and we can be emotionally reactive at times. No one's perfect, but it's good to learn from our own behavior. Yeah, well, I'm 44 and I'm still trying to learn from my wild behavior. Some people learn faster than others. I'm still learning. I'll be straight up about that. I can be a bit immature sometimes. All the time. I'm older than you. I'm a work in progress. Lisa, I don't think we ever stop learning, really, do we? Mood foodies, and sometimes she lets something slide, and other times she ain't having any of it. Well, you know what? Fair enough. I got to say, as women, we can be like that. Is that wrong to say that? Is it a female thing? I don't know. I can be a bit like that, but yeah, I don't block anyone unless they're, going to bring harm to the audience with explicitness. Work in progress myself, Lisa says Sharpie. Yeah. It's always good to work on yourself, ladies. Don't think it's wrong in having to take into consideration our hormones. Yes, well, men are hormonally more, I wouldn't say stable, but more consistent with their hormones. But us women, whether you have your cycle or whether you're, menopausal, regardless, us women, our hormones go up and down and all over the shop. That's just natural for us, as women. But men, their hormones are generally speaking pretty stable. And so, it's easier for them to kind of regulate their moods a bit. For the most part, I guess. It's really hard being a woman. Yeah, it is. Saying that, I'm happy that I'm a woman. I don't know why. I just love being a woman. I think it's difficult, but we're kind of lucky. I think being a female in this world is like, I don't know, somehow it's good. I like it. I would not want to be a man, ever. I think, yes, it's harder for women in some ways, but the female experience is pretty awesome to be a woman. I don't know, I can't put it into words why, I just feel that it is. Of course, my father taught me that all women are princesses, all women are queens, all women are special. And I guess coming from that kind of build up, that women have that innate value, I like that. I do. Shabi says, I like being a woman as I've gotten older. For myself, it's hard being a woman, say hormones, for example, and my hair stopped growing. Yeah, well, women have to deal with a lot of changes, sure. Sure, definitely. Definitely. I like women who build each other up and not knock them down, as we can learn so much from another. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Honestly, if women tear other women down, I feel like it's so revolting. It's revolting when women do that. And especially because women women understand what other women go through when they're torn down. So if you're a woman and you have a full understanding of how another woman would feel when you tear her down and then you go and tear her down, I just think that's a very low kind of person. Yeah, women definitely need building up. I mean, it's even good for men to build women up, you know. Might be a bit controversial. I just feel like it's the female nature, you know. We need the hype, we need the build up as women. Of course, there are some women out there that don't believe that and they think, you know, we don't need that and we don't need the justification from other women or men or whatever. But I personally think, you know, particularly women need building up and deserve to be built up. And it's good. It's good, you know. Like there's nothing wrong with having a roast. Do you know what I mean? But just not tearing down stuff. I don't mind if people roast me. I think true alpha females don't knock other women down as they have good self-awareness and protective parts. Yes. Well, women should be protective of other women, absolutely. Yeah. I get you, Sharpie. I raised a strong daughter. I'm most proud of that than anything. Well, that is an achievement in itself, especially these days. To raise strong women. Absolutely. Yeah. I absolutely loved having daughters. I thought I'm so lucky to have daughters. So lucky. I don't know what it's like to have sons, but I definitely enjoyed having daughters. Such a blessing. Yeah, sure is. And you should be proud, absolutely. Huge accomplishment. Going to have to go nip out to the shop. Okay, bye, Sharby. Ladies, I don't know if you, yeah. I'm going to be heading off myself too, ladies. It was nice chatting with you and hope to catch you another time. Got a couple of things I've got to take care of myself. Yeah, bye, everyone. Catch you next time, besties. Have a good one. Bye. Bye.